What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Pyro, and today we're working on this 2018 Dodge Journey. And the reason why we're working on it is because this entertainment system, it's called a video entertainment system, looks like this, right? This guy right here, it doesn't work. So what happened is the ribbon on the inside, it got severed or twisted or cracked or something, but apparently this happens often with this type of system because of the way the ribbon is on the inside. This thing folds down so often, it just messes everything up. So we're gonna take this off, this whole thing, and then I'm gonna go inside and then I'm gonna disassemble it, and hopefully everything is gonna go good. And I'm gonna take you with me so we can do a step-by-step. So that way you guys can get your vehicle entertainment system set up, good to go. Give me a minute, thanks. All right, so right here, I got the DVD player down. I got my headlamp on because it's kind of dark in here. So let's maybe turn it on this mode so that way we can see better. And then you have 2 screws here, and these are gonna be 8mm bolts right here. And then these 2 right here are going to be Phillips head screwdriver, right? Let me see. Oh, yep, there goes my headlight. All right. So Phillips head in there, right? I don't know if you can see that or not. And then these ones are 8mm. Yep, 8mm. And then this whole thing's gonna come down, and just gonna pull it down like this. Then we can do what we need to do inside the house. So let me attach this GoPro to my head mount, and then we can go from there. All right, so let's rock and roll real quick, huh? So I got my tools right here. You're gonna need a ratchet, an 8mm socket. I like this extension right here. I mean, I don't know, maybe. And then a Phillips tip screwdriver. And the best way to do this is to take your remote control out, take out one of these. See, this one's really hard, yeah? Put the tool on there. Take that off right there. So I always leave one loose, not completely removed. And the reason why I do that is because I need something to hold it in place. So one comes out all the way. There she is. Put it in the baby's cup holder. And then the other ones are Phillips screwdrivers, which are a pain in the butt to take out and put in sometimes. So as you can see right now, we have one of these in here, and then one of those back there. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. Oh, there goes that. And this one here. And slowly let it drop. Ooh, heavy, heavy. Yes, it is heavy. Then you have these cables in the back, right? For this in particular model, you have 3 cables. This one here is going to be the one that powers the control and the lights. So that comes out. A little tab right here, right there, right here. And you're going to push and wiggle and pull. This one is right here. You're going to push, wiggle, and pull out. This one is right here, right in the middle. So squeeze, twist, and pull out. Now this whole assembly will come out, and then we can take this bad boy inside and disassemble it. So let me gather my stuff here, and then I can go inside. All right, so now we're back here in the house, okay? And we have our piece right here, right? And what we're doing is we're going to separate this whole top piece right here off of this back piece right here. Now the way you're going to do that is there's two small tangs right here, right? Those get pushed in, and then this piece simply slips out, okay? So my tools that I'm using is this little putty knife that I always use for prying purposes. I got my #1 Phillips head screwdriver. I got a flat tip screwdriver here. Also got these specialty bits that I'm not sure if I'll use them, but I have them just in case. Now the ribbon I bought off of Amazon, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can read that there, but it's from China, so which probably means I'm gonna have to replace it in a few more months. Well, you know, it is what it is. So to start out, like I said, these little tangs, all you're gonna do is just move them out of the way and slightly lift up. You hear that click? That's the click of success. This one too. And so also what I like to do is I like to take this guy and put it up underneath here, so that way I can just lightly push down on this whole piece while I did the clips here, see? So that one's loose there. And then this one loose here. And that pushes here. All right, now you have 6 clips on the back here, over here. And those are gonna get pushed out as well. So like for me, stick my little pry bar in there, and I'm just gonna slowly open those up, so that way I can move everything out of the way. Let me stand up and get this other side. All right, so now, as you can see, it's popped up, see? Now you have to contest with these white clips. Now those white clips, you can use the tool that I'm using down here. This guy right here, you're just gonna pry on it just a little bit, just enough to, you know, wiggle it out of the way. And I need to move this down more. There we go. Come on, baby, come on. There's one. So here we go. This whole thing just came off. So this right here we can just set aside. So we don't need that no more. Now this is the back side, okay? Or I'm sorry, the front side. It's where the piece comes down here. So the way I'm gonna work at it is I think I'll do it this way. So the letters are facing me. You know what? No. I'm going to make the letters face you, so that way everything's copacetic. So what's going to have to here's what's going to have to happen. This is the complicated part, okay? Just be aware. You have 6 screws on top. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You see that? Right there like that. Now, if you don't see these, it's probably because it's covered up with something, okay? Also, what's going to have to come off is these two right here. These two little guys. Now, the problem with this system here is that these little guys, they break. They're very fragile. So once you take these two off right here, this monitor is going to come off. Now, we need to disassemble the monitor and disassemble the cage. So this is... on a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably going to be 7 or 8. But you can do it. I got faith in you. All right, so let's start taking off these screws. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my fancy little thing here. And I'm going to use this as a little screw holder because you do not want to lose these screws. I don't even know where to get replacement screws from, but I do know that it's not good if you lose them. I'm just saying. Now I'm trying to go fast because, you know, I don't like making long videos. But I'm also going to try to take my time because you need to see what's going on, okay? So, like I said before, 6 screws, okay? And then you have 2 on each side. So those are going to come out as well. And like I said, the number 1 here is really nice for all of this stuff. This number 1 will take them all out. It's really nice. Sorry, I got the sniffles. I was outside playing around and it wasn't good for me. Okay. So there's that, right? So the other piece to this is these two little guys in the front. I don't know, let's see. See those right there? 2 little guys in the front? That's going to allow this whole panel to come off. So we take those. And the difference between these ones and the other ones is these ones have a little hat on them. So that's how you can know that those are for the front. Also, the threads are really nice and tight on these ones. Fine thread, I guess those fancy people call it. Come on, baby, come on. Okay, so there's that. Now, this piece, these pieces have to be separated ever so slightly to pop this up, okay? So try to put a nail in there. You can use your pry bar maybe, but ooh. There you go, there's one. Oh, it just fell back on itself. There we go, good. Now you need to be very cautious because like I said, those little pieces on the back, they like to, you know, come off. Okay, now our screen's coming off. And separated here. And then this back piece comes off as well. Ta-da! So as you can see, this here has a nice crease on it. This one here has a huge crease on it. And then if we slide it over more, wow, look at this crease on this one. Look at that. That's a lot of creasing right there, especially right here in this little area. Yeah, I would say that's why my ribbon doesn't work. So let's separate this piece from this piece right quick. So the aim of the game for this, you see the ribbon here? Okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a small screwdriver, you know, like in the specialty kit that I have, and you're gonna push these down. Boop. Boop. And that's gonna allow you to pull this out. Just like that. Now, with these, you see how the gold is facing up? That's how you want it. Gold facing up. Blue facing down. So this is going to be set aside, and I'm going to keep the orientation just like this. So that way I know where it goes. This I'm going to put over top like this because that's how it goes. Right? Set that aside. Now we're going to focus on this one here. Okay? So for this one here, once again, be careful with these little guys. There's a little slot right here. That slot is so you can pry these in half. Put this guy back. There you go. So for this, we're just going to pry like this. But I don't like to use this because it's really thin here. And when you pry something really wide, you tend to make lots of marks. So I'm going to put this in here as kind of sort of like a little buffer, you know, and then I'm going to pry against the tool. Ooh, snap, snap. There you go. Good, 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 good. Now let's take this guy here. And now we're going to go in and pry. Ooh. See, that's why I like this putty knife, because it's a good pry tool. Okay. So now, with that separated, you can see the inside. So this was, let's see here, this was like this. Okay, so the black dot away from the tanks. So we're just gonna flip it over like this and set it aside. Once again, with this one here, we're gonna take our little baby guy here. We're gonna push this here, bloop, bloop, and then our ribbon comes right out, just like that. Wow, look at this ribbon. This thing is tore up from the floor up. And look, you can even see some separation right here. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, I can see it for sure, for a fact, okay? Now, this ribbon right here. When you order this ribbon, okay, this is a 9-inch ribbon, which I think is a bit excess, but that's what it is. And you have a 34-prong board, okay? So, with this set that I bought, that's exactly what I bought. A 9-inch 34-prong ribbon. Now look how beautiful this ribbon is. This ribbon is beautiful. So let's try to open it up without creasing the ribbon here, because, you know, that's what we do, right? Oh, here's the open side right here. And it's best if you try not to put your fingers on the ribbon portion itself. So there we go. So as you can see, you have this nice piece here and this nice piece here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put this inside of here, and you're going to try visually to put the prongs exactly on the ribbon portion. You're going to push in slightly, you know, not too crazy, just ever so slightly. Try to push in the middle. And then you're going to push this in. Boop. 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 Come on, baby, come on. Let's see if I can finger it. Oh, there we go. Nice and tight. That right there is tight like a tiger. Okay, so that's good right there. Okay. So you see how crazy it is? It just hangs out like that. And I think that's the reason why this whole thing malfunctions. But that's just how I feel, you know. So now we can put this back on. So this is going to go on here, just like this. Snap, crackle, pop. Bam, 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 bam. So now we're all pinched up, all nice and tight like a tiger. All right, and now we're going to put this through this guy. Now remember how it came off, right? This was on top like this. So that means that this has to go through here. Just like that, right there. And then we can push this down on here. And you can tell that you did it okay because it has little slots and grooves right here, and it gets stuck right here, okay? Now the best thing to do is pull your ribbon a little bit, so that way it's not in there all crazy. And now what we're going to do is we're going to push this over here. And now we have to put this, let me move this over here. Now we have to put this in there without breaking stuff. How fun. So the best way to do it is to push this up, elevate it a little bit, push the ribbon in, right? And then, try to push the little tangs in as well. So once you got that in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it against my chest here, and I'm going to try to slide that in just a little bit more because I don't think it's in all the way. I think it's in part of the way. Okay, so there we go right there. Okay, so now that that's in right there, we're going to flip this over top, making sure to take care of that ribbon portion. Just like that, okay? Now, as you can see, this piece didn't go down. Why? Because we need to separate that just a little bit, so that way it'll fit. So separate, readjust. This one too, separate, readjust. And there you go, that's good to go like that. Now, what we can do is we can put all these back. So like I said before, it seems a lot harder than it really is. I guess the more complicated part is trying to put the ribbon on itself. So okay, so here we go. This part here goes over here. Remember the two little ones with the hat on top? Those ones go in on the front. Okay, and now the ones on the side are going to hold down the screen portion. Just going to take two of those there. So I just noticed something. I just noticed that I put this one in the wrong spot the last time I did this, because I've done this once before, and I don't think that I was very careful with that ribbon in the first place. So I think that maybe I messed it up, but it's okay, because look, all these are kind of sort of interchangeable. Not really, but kind of sort of. The reason why this one though, these ones have the really big thread on there is because they're going directly into plastic. And these ones are fine thread because they're going into this metal housing. So typically when you have metal with metal screws, you're going fine thread. It's just a better fit that way. And then these other screws here are for plastic because it's they're going through the metal onto the plastic. All right. And I don't make these really tight. I just make them nice and snug. So this here, the part description is called Bezel and DVD ASM HVAC ATC HDA. Now what does all that mean? That means Vehicle Entertainment System. That's what the hell that means to me, because that's how I ordered it. The first time when I did this, I just bought this whole thing, and it was like 150 bucks, and I installed it, and it didn't work. To my surprise, right? I was so mad because I spent a lot of money on it, and it didn't work. So what I ended up doing was, I did what you're doing. I looked on YouTube and I didn't find any good videos. Well, you know, I found one video or maybe two, but nothing good, right? I mean, hey, if you're watching me, I'm really good. So as you can see here, right, I just pulled this. That means that this goes up. Oh yeah. Nice and pretty. And then this goes down, nice and smooth. So now we're gonna grab our housing because we're done with this piece here, right? Now we're gonna grab our housing and then we're gonna put all this back together. So, upside down, right? Grab our fancy housing. Now all these clips go together. Now earlier in the video, I was trying to show you that the clips are here, here, and here, right? But in the video, it didn't come out that good. That was it. It's all back together now. Just that quick with the simple clips. So here, here, and here. Now if you go in the middle here, you'll notice there's a little indent, and that's what you're gonna push to pull out the cable. Also on this side here, it's gonna be right here, and then on this one, it's gonna be right here in the middle. You're just gonna push it in and pull it straight up, right? So there goes that. Now this thing is all ready to go, ready to go back in the car. So I'm gonna cut you guys off right there. I'm gonna clean up all my mess, and then we're gonna go back out to the car, right? Because you wanna see it, I wanna see it, and I'm hoping it works really well. If it doesn't work really well, you are not gonna see this video. I'm gonna tell you flat out because you know what? I hate failure, but it's all right. All right, here we go. All right, so now we're back in the car, and we're gonna reinstall this here. Okay, this here, and we have to put these clips in. So we'll drop this guy here so I can have something to grab onto, and then we'll install this here. Ooh, and then this here, and then this here. Okay, so now you got to tuck these wires up under there. And now here comes the fun part. The fun part is taking these little screws and putting them directly in the center. So the best thing to do is to line it up on the imprints that your car already has. That's the best thing to do. Ooh. So like I said, the hard part of this is trying to get the screws in the right place, because they will fall on you and it is a pain in the patoot. So let's try to put one in the hole first. How about that? There's the hole, and then oh, my screwdriver fell out. Looks like my camera took a poop on me. Give me a quick second here. Hold. Well, sorry about that. I lost connection with the GoPro, and yeah. So now let's try this one more time, okay? So small screw on the screwdriver here, right here, and I'm gonna put this through the hole first, and it already came off. This is probably the hardest part out of all of this thing that I have to do. Tuck the wires under there. I think I got it. I'm trying to find the center. Oh, I did get it. Perfect. Okay, so there's one screw. Let's try this next screw here. Oh, that worked out too. Perfect. screw good, screw good. Now we got to do the 8mm bolts. I think this is the hardest part, is trying to find the perfect spot where those go into. It's so difficult. I don't know why it's so hard, but it is. Let me see, let's move that back a little bit. Did I get it? Nope, not yet. Crappy part about this too is, like, my back will start hurting, like, because I know I'm old. It's really weird. But come on, get in there. Nothing. Oh, that's why, because it's slightly off. Oh, there we go. And there it goes in perfect. So you gotta make sure you line it up, or else it ain't gonna work. And this one's just a little snug fit. There we go. So snug on both sides. Whew. So now I'm gonna grab my keys. I can put that back for right now. I can grab my keys and see if it works. See, you can also look how it bends in there. See, that's how you can tell, like, it's not a good design. I don't know, but let's put the key in there and see if it starts. Doggy doggies. Just gonna do the accessory mode here and see if it's good to go. More rear audio. We're gonna turn it on to disc, and it looks like the wifey doesn't have a disc in here. Okay, that's okay. We also have stereo. So there's a stereo. This one's gonna be stereo as well. So they're both on stereo. And look at that, it works. Boom, baby. We are good to go. So, yeah, let me go grab a DVD real quick so I can show you that, you know, it's fully 100% functional. And then I'll come back and give you my closing sesh as I normally do. Give me just a quick second. All right, so as you can see, the screen is working. I got it going over there on the front there, right? And you can see what's going on over here. And look, as you can see, this screen is working. It ain't a very good resolution because this whole system isn't very good, but it'll get the job done. You know, the remote works like it's supposed to, right? So we could actually go here, right? Pause. Everything works really good. And yeah, I'm very excited. So there you go. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below, and then I'll leave the link in the description below, and then I will show you everything that I used. You know, all the what am I trying to say? What did I use? The ribbon. I used the ribbon, and then I'll leave a link below in the for Amazon where I bought it from, and it's up to you if you want to buy it, but just keep in mind that the ribbon you're going to be buying is a 9-inch ribbon with a 34 pin, if that's the one you have. This one here is a 2018 Dodge Journey Crossroads. Now, if you have 2 DVD systems, one in the front and one further back, it's the same ribbon, okay? This also works for Dodge trucks. If the truck has the same VES system, the video entertainment system, it's the same thing. As far as I know, they started putting these in these cars in 2010. So yeah, they're pretty old, but I mean, it still works, right? But once again, you check it out. Look, I did it. And if I can do it, you can do it. I got faith in you. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Mr. Pyro, out.